Oh, I just missed the beginning of the song. Damn. Oh well, close enough. Hello everybody. Want me to turn the music down just a smidge? How's it going? Welcome in. It's not been 20 minutes of me going to pee, get some water, making a tea, and running around doing all this last minute stuff that I forget that I needed to do before hitting the stream button. But I'm ready. I'm ready within like 5-ish minutes. Well, within 8 minutes. I think that's pretty good. Ah. I do have a tea with me. I do have a tea with me. So, wait a minute. Does that not link? Hold on. Why? Huh. Wait a minute. I have to make sure that the stream title actually links. But the stream title... Oh, that's me! It does link. Okay, good. It's pretty good. Hello, Killeth. Hello. Everybody usually comes in at about like the 10-20 minute mark, so might be many of us for now. But yes, I think I am just about ready to get going. Is this working as well? Am I in the right category? I am. Okay, that's fine. The latest COVID strain, Melanoir. Most ill I've ever been. Full body shaking coughs. Holy shit. That's awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. I can't do anything to heal you. However, perhaps Killeth and I, with our poor voice acting, can do something to at the very least entertain you. So I should say, for those that didn't see the Discord message, I'll be playing Tavern Talk today, but I shan't be playing Tavern Talk alone. And as I have previously referenced, I've managed to somehow convince a local VTuber star, who is also a bat, much like myself, to join me today. Isn't that exciting? All of these wonderful characters in Tavern Talk, I don't actually have to voice myself. Well, I'll do some of them still. But I can already see now, Millie? It's Melly, the little cat character. Perfect for Killeth. Absolutely perfect. So I'm looking forward to it. Poor voice acting only applies to me, not you, silly? No. This is a group project. If anything, you'll be carrying me. So having you streaming has cheered me up. Looking forward to hearing Killeth's skills. Yeah. So let me just jump into Discord, and then we can actually get things going as well. Do not have any skills, I'm sorry. Well, no skills necessary. Last we left off with Tavern Talk, we were most of the way through Act 2, I believe, of 4 acts. So something dramatic may happen right at the beginning of the stream as we finish the second act. I cannot see a Killeth anywhere. I must go searching. Ah, There we are. Hello, Killeth Kill. Miss Kill? Is that how you prefer to be named? Miss Kill?
Kill it, kill, whatever. Kill
First
it.
name Killeth? Last name Kill? Oh, quite intimidating.
Whatever works.
Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm nervous.
So anyone that doesn't, you don't need to be nervous. It's totally fine. It's just nice little visual novel. Did you see any of Tavern Talk over the last couple of weeks?
I have been watching.
Yeah, so you know the vibe. It's very relaxed. Lots of like very charismatic characters, which do all the heavy lifting for you, really. But don't worry, you don't need to do different voices or anything like that. It's all good. But it's just nice to have another fellow Twitch streamer around.
Yay!
I don't have many
do my
bad
best.
friends. Yeah. For those that don't know, Killeth has been streaming for exactly 1 year as of yesterday. I hope that is correct. Yeah, it was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Tales of our endeavors
Oh.
proliferate.
A raid from Mr. Banoffee Man. Mr. Banoffee Man, thank you. I'll give you a shout out. Here we go. What are we up to today? Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I hope you're having a wonderful time. You have joined us right at the beginning of the stream. And you are about to join us in a game called Tavern Talk. And as I was just saying, I've convinced Killeth here to join me and voice act many of these characters with me. So I very much appreciate the raid. Hope you're well, and thank you for the shout out. No, my pleasure. Pleasure. If you need to raid and run though, Mr. Banoffee Man, please do so. Look after yourself. Get some water, food, go to bed if you need to. All of the above. But if you don't have to do any of that, then you're more than welcome to hang out with us today. As I was saying, now that we've done the raid spiel, you've been streaming for a year, and you're doing remarkably well.
Thank you.
So I just want to say congratulations. I mean, I've seen you just hit 700 follows as I was doing the whole name and the title thing and figuring that out. And that's incredible.
Yeah. I got there yesterday, so
Well deserved. Well deserved. I have to ask though, right? Because I've been thinking about it for a while, and I was like, you know what? This is a good opportunity to talk to somebody about VTubing. Because I'm not a VTuber, really. I don't usually have anything on my streams. If anything, it's my little bat mascot sometimes. Or, you know, there was a little gag where I played a previous game where you work in a cafe, and someone was like, oh, you're Bat Reester. And I was like, oh my god, yes. So we made a little Bat Reester character as well. But I wouldn't consider myself a VTuber. Was that something that you always was like, yeah, I'm going to go in and start with this? Or did that develop after you started?
I've always wanted to stream. I've always wanted to stream, but I've been too scared to do it. And then I started watching a lot of VTubers. And I like the fact that you don't have to show yourself, but people can still have something to connect to. See some facial expressions and, you know, that type of things. So I kind of fell in love with that, and I started making my own OC character, which is my Viking vampire that can turn into her bat shape. And I kind of went with that idea, and then I started looking for artists and riggers, because it's expensive.
Yeah.
Everyone I found was so expensive. And then I found newer artists that wasn't as expensive. They took maybe $50 for my design to have an original design.
Oh, wow. That is very cheap.
Yeah,
Or
and it was
affordable.
like from chest up. So it's not a full body one, but I thought it's a good start to see if I like it.
What about like rigging and stuff? Did you need to do any of that, or is it?
Yeah,
haven't
I
looked into it.
hired a rigger afterwards. My friend was supposed to do it, but it was so messy. We could not figure out how to do it.
Oh,
So
good
I
on you for
asked the
trying.
team. Yeah, we asked the team that has like 15, 16 years of rigging experience. And I just asked them, hey, are we just idiots because we can't find the faces? Like we were so lost. And they were like, hey, send over the file and I will have a look. So I did. And then they took like 35 minutes and they were like, yeah, I can see why you have problem. We have problem.
Yeah.
So my artist, he made the files very complicated.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I figured out later that like a few days afterward, he asked if I needed him to rig it. So it was a little shady, but I still love the art. So
I mean, it is a lovely VTuber. A Nordic vampire is not something that I considered. Did you have that idea like straight away when you wanted to start streaming, or?
yeah,
That's
because I'm a Viking descent. So way back on my dad's side, I'm from Viking descendants. And I'm also very much in love with vampires. I've always been. So what fits better than the pagan vampire lore?
It's a good blend of two things that you don't really see together. The only other like Viking vampire that I can think of was from the Castlevania Netflix series. I think there was a Viking vampire in there, but that's the only one I can think of.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single VTuber that is one, so I felt like it was a little unique, and I already have ideas how to upgrade her in the future.
Oh, really?
Make
That's
her even
cool.
better.
That's exciting.
But the artist I want to have is $3,000. So
Oh, yeah,
that will have to wait.
that's a big investment, that is. Yeah, I've seen people that like don't even start streaming and then they're like, oh, I have spare money, I'll throw a few grand into figuring out VTubing and stuff. And that's great, I'm happy for them. But then like sometimes they don't even enjoy streaming and you've just sent all this money in and I'm like, oh my god, how much expendable income do you have?
I wondered that too. I felt like all in all my VTuber costed $90.
Wow.
So it wasn't that bad.
What an absolute steal. That's incredible.
Yeah. I'm very happy with my rigger. They've been nothing but pure help. It's the same group that I asked them if we did bad. So I also asked them what would they take to rig this, like, and they were like, we can do it for like $35-$40. And every time they sent the rigging and I changed something, after like 3 remissions, I was like, oh, I feel good. Like, it feels good. And they were like, no, if there's even a tiniest little bit you want to change, you need to tell us. So we fix it. And I was like, okay.
That's so sweet of them.
Yeah. And they also fixed my fangs. Because apparently not all my facial expressions have fangs. So they made my fangs for me. And I was like, thank you.
Retractable fangs for a moment.
Yeah.
Ah.
So no, I feel like it was worth it. I don't think you necessarily need to take the expensive route in the beginning until you know if you like it. But I do recommend you to do a OC character, like your original character.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of ones that you can buy that are pre-made that you can change the color of the hair and that type of stuff. But I've seen a lot of them online.
Yeah, I don't think I would be satisfied if it was like a pre-made character. It'd have to be something that screams me.
Yeah.
What that is, though, I have no idea. I enjoy lo-fi music, chilling out, coffee, a few other bits and pieces. I'm pretty basic in that regard.
I mean, you could even have your bat become rigged. It's not that hard.
That's true. That's true. I could just, I think that's probably the way I'd want to do it, is have 2 eventually if I were to go
Yeah.
down that route. One being the little bat mascot, and then another actually like a person. Though I have no idea what I'd want the person to actually look like.
Yeah.
The little bat mascot, though, he could just be like a fat little guy in the corner. I wouldn't mind. That'd be cute. Like a pokey out belly. Oh yeah, that's me.
So yeah. No, but I recommend don't go too expensive in the beginning if you don't want to. Risk it. I had a friend, he paid over $600 for his VTuber.
Damn.
And he doesn't stream very often now. So I would recommend do your research, find a cheaper option to begin with, and then you can upgrade later if you love it.
Gotcha. Is it VTuber Studio you use as well, or something else?
I use that, yeah.
Right. As
But
far
I would
as I'm aware.
also say that it takes a lot on the PC.
Ah.
It
Gotcha.
demands it's very demanding on the PC.
Is it not recommended to like use iPhones with it as well? That's what I've heard.
iPhone has the best face tracking,
Right.
but it doesn't really matter if your VTuber isn't rigged for that.
Oh,
So you need
yeah,
to
that makes sense.
specifically tell your rigger that you want to, and that's the next upgrade I want, to be able to puff my cheeks, stick out my tongue, pout, you know, those type of things. That's my next upgrade that I'm gonna do. So I'm hoping my boyfriend will upgrade his phone soon so I can just steal his old iPhone.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Keep the cost down as much as possible. Well, yeah, that's cool. Thanks for informing me about VTuber. I'm still
you're
going to be
welcome.
like umming and ahhing about it for a long time.
That's
Sure. But like, yeah, you've done incredibly for just having streamed for a year. So I thought I'd take some tips where I can.
Yeah.
All right. So let's open up Tavern Talk then. And a lovely Rita Meter Maid, welcome in.
Hi, Rita.
How are you doing today? I will. Yes, yeah. You got your little bat model there too. Although there's a bit of a size difference between us.
It's good. I'm supposed to be small.
Okay, I don't know if I'm supposed to be that big though. Is the issue. Okay. Just stop snapping. No. No, that's fine. This is fine. Okay, so where were we? Act 2, Day 9. Quite far in. So we can do this a couple of ways if you like. We can either just kind of see who turns up in the day and then like assign voices that way, or we can go through the codex and then figure out who you like the look of.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay. We'll see who turns up today. It's Fable. I was going to call her Faye. Fable. What do you think?
I mean, I can try.
You could try. All right. Let's get going.
Oh God, so nervous. Okay. Good morning, innkeeper. Could you please make me a drink?
Perfect. Wonderful. Oh,
I
actually,
need something to wake me up and help me feel agile again.
what I should do so there's not a delay is I will share my screen in Discord.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. There we go. Perfect. It's like we are streamers or something and we know what we're doing. Of course, Fable. In just a moment. Okay, something agile. So this is the other side of this game, where you make drinks. I think Swift Strike is the way. She loves some Swift Strike.
Word of our community's acclaim spreads.
I have just received another raid. Cerulean Hills. Thanks so much. How are you doing, Sarah? Brew 97. Hello. Welcome to Tavern Talk, with none other than Killeth Kill. How are you all today? How was the rest of Spiritfarer? Have you had a fantastic time? I do enjoy Spiritfarer. Killeth, have you ever played Spiritfarer?
No, I haven't.
No? Oh, it's a good time. It's a sad time. It's not a happy game. But it is adorable, and it is a good journey. Do recommend. Super chill. I'm glad you had such a lovely time. Yuri Kula, welcome in. We're playing Tavern Talk with Killeth. And, yeah, we've basically only just gotten started. This is the first drink we're making of the day. If this sounds like your vibe and you want to hang out with us, you're more than welcome to. Though, Raiders, please do remember to go get yourself some water. Stretch those legs. Maybe get some food if you need it, or even go to bed. After you've done all of that, you're more than welcome to hang out with us. So I'm going to stream Disco Elysium. We'll see how long this gets. I think Disco Elysium is probably a little bit more of a slog than Spiritfarer, to be honest. We'll see. We'll see. Anywho, let's make this drink. Thank you for bearing with me. Here's your drink, madam.
So much better already.
Long night?
Very. Turns out there was a lot of farmers who needed help.
I regret offering it.
No, not at all. I really enjoy being able to help people. Before I just wish I could help, but I never felt competent enough to try. It's fun to try, a bit exhausting at times, but I think I much prefer this over waiting around. I still could use a bit more practice though.
Good night, Yuikula. Thanks for coming in on the raid. That's fair. Just make sure you also practice taking breaks. You'll have a much easier time helping other people if you're not close to passing out yourself.
Have your drinks for it.
My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. I admire your kindness, Fable, but you too should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to. That's good advice.
I mean, I'm pretty good at falling.
You're pretty good at a lot of things.
I try.
I know. Stay and have a rest now, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Who is this handsome devil?
Huh?
Oh, the music change. I like that. Good day to you, innkeeper. Good day to you too, adventurer. Yes, an adventurer. That is what I am indeed. I come here seeking a drink. What a coincidence. I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get for you? What kind of drinks do adventurers usually get? Whatever drink they desire. Then, well, I could do with something that tastes good. Of course. Perhaps something that could protect me from my foes. Defense is the base of every adventurer's skill set, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it out. I feel like this guy's just a kid starting out his adventuring. So we can do...
Defensive drink.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we could, I think we got 2 defensive drinks. We could do first snow, which boosts defense and a couple other bits, or frosted lagoon. Yeah, nothing else quite cuts it. So what do you think? First snow or frosted lagoon? I will go with first snow. I just realized you muted. Okay.
Sorry. My
okay.
dogs were barking a little bit.
Puppies! All right.
Puppy.
You've got huskies, right?
Yakutian like us.
Ah, my mistake.
They're also sled dogs.
How? Oh, yeah, that's probably why I thought huskies. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay, so we're gonna make first snow. I've got to add a little something. Probably means I need to take some of this away. So we do this. Oops. And then some of this. There we go. Big flute balls who like to steal Mom's cheese doodles? What the hell is a cheese doodle?
It's like a cheese puff.
Oh.
They call it cheese doodles here in Sweden.
Oh. Today I learned. Liquid protection against your foes. Now for half the price. Thank you so very kindly. Aha.
Do you like it?
I think he does, judging from the stars in his eyes. Well, yes, of course.
Then you should say so.
I apologize. I forgot to do the thing where you say your words out loud.
I get that.
Now that you've acquired a drink, care to introduce yourself? Incredibly rude of me to forget. I am Gustav Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond II, and Lady Dorothea Bridget the 27th. An up-and-coming hero from Windmore. And who might you be? The up-and-coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here.
Fable of the Ashen Grove.
Ah, your fable.
Yes? Is that a bad thing?
The fable that saved Tregorin from werewolves? The very same. Wow, what an incredible pleasure it is to meet you. I've heard so many things about you.
Oh, good things, I hope?
Of course! They said you single-handedly persuaded the werewolf to give up his wicked ways and reunited a family.
It's one way to put it for sure.
I don't think that I've ever nailed a character's voice more than I have Gustav's.
It's good.
He is
It's so
perfect.
good.
They do have a way with words. Incredible. A true hero indeed. They spoke of you helping with the aftershocks of the Starfall as well.
I mean, it's a given. I need to help out when I can.
You truly have the heart of a folk hero. How admirable. What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald Richmond III? What are you the hero of? Well, I'm, currently leaving my own backstory era. I'm in the first act, so to speak, on my journey of becoming a full-blown adventurer. I've had a bit of a late start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, Archie is just fine. You don't have to stay the whole thing every time. Well, Archie, if it's haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Someone gifted me some golden feathers a few days ago. Prepared as an infusion for the right drink, they can hasten you up in no time. Pretty sure we just used one of those feathers in his current drink. Really, that is a spectacular. I always thought those things were myths of legends, or legends you only read about in books. Do you read a lot? You know, sometimes. Not that much.
You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventure, and books are so full of them.
Oh, sure. They are. I'm just too cool for books.
Books are cool.
He seems like he's too cool for books.
I mean,
I
they're
believe
so
it.
good though.
You think so?
Yes, they do. I mean, look at the innkeeper's journal. It's super cool.
Yeah, look at this journal. It's awesome.
It's so cool.
Rad. We have so many rumors that we need to figure out. One day. Look at all these characters. There's so many. Look at them. Look at them all. Lovely people.
So many.
The coolest.
Oh, well, actually, maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it.
Don't worry, we all are a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like?
Anything full of adventures and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would much prefer if I read about other things, such as books on etiquette or the newspaper. I'm sure they would love it if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of the Dyria negotiations, or even became a diplomat myself. But I think I would fare much better as a savior of this world. Don't you think?
The Dyria negotiations. I'm unfamiliar.
It's all terribly boring, really. They're renegotiating trade routes due to the collapse of a canal bridge that was hit by a horde of spinal rhinoceroses.
Bloody hell.
It's not going all that well, because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs, the mainland or Dyria itself. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep.
Then perhaps we should get back to more exciting topics. How do you plan to start off your hero's journey?
By doing something heroic, of course. What's something heroic I could do?
You could start by helping local farmers. They're still rebuilding their homes and relocating their cattle as we speak.
Great idea. How much gold should I give them?
Gold? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind gold, but I was thinking about lending them a hand. You know, physically, with your little hands.
Ah, okay. So I would,
Go to the farmers and ask what they need help with.
Of course. That sounds... I shall figure it out. Thank you for the inspiration, Fable. It has been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. Till my next quest, Innkeeper.
Till then. Loved him. What a character.
Was,
Adorable.
weird. Not because of him, I just, he heard about me being a hero? That doesn't sound right.
But you are a hero.
Not really. I didn't even do much yet. Not enough to inspire to anyone, anyways. There are much greater heroes than me out there.
He wasn't impressed by other heroes. He was impressed by you.
That's, nice.
You don't sound very happy about it.
I am! I'm really flattering, but I just don't think I did enough to deserve his praise. I'm just some elf.
It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. I'm personally going to keep bragging about knowing Fable, the great hero of the Ashen Grove and savior of Trigorin.
Ah, you're back.
Alright, I get it.
Endless Shadows, hello, welcome back. And hello to you too as well, lass.
Thank you, Innkeeper. I try better to accept compliments.
I think we should all, learn that lesson.
That's so hard, though.
Yeah, millennials, Gen Zs, we all struggle. Good. Who else is going to be joining? Okay, it's Bad Man. Oh, and Millie. Okay. Take your pick. Who do you want? You want Batman or you want Melly?
I want.
Yeah.
Hello, Keeper. Hello, Fable.
Adorable.
Hello, Millie. And hello, Malachite? Is that what it
Malachite.
is?
Yeah.
Malachite.
No doubt he's going to change his name again, because Malachite, every time we've met him, it's been... What was the first name? I've completely forgotten what the first name was. Oh, it was Zephyr. And then it was Blaze, and now it's Malachite. I think he just alternates, which is fine. We finally got Keely into the game. We did! Yes, somehow I managed to convince Gillis to join me.
Sorry, I'm sounding so awkward.
You're doing great. Malachite is a really nice semi-precious stone. It is kind of green, right? Okay.
It's good to see you both again.
Likewise, really, Mal? Raymond?
Can I offer you two a drink?
Chili, you can offer us a quest.
Oh, right, yeah, Melly picked that up. Are you talking about the one you just picked up, by any chance?
Your incredible deduction skill strikes again.
I love it. I'm only trying to match wits here. So you're interested in saving those poor familiars?
Missing familiar silent wizard's clue is leading to seemingly dead ends. This sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective.
Hmm.
And her sneaky assistant.
They do sound like a great team. They're not a team. But they are going on a quest together. Then why are you here?
She didn't want to come here alone. Said she can't reach the quest board.
Definitely did, though.
And I needed a drink anyway.
You're sending Millie on a quest alone?
As is customary. That's how the Shadowbanes have always handled it.
Oh, a choice. Melly isn't part of the Shadowbanes. It's an honored tradition.
Ooh,
Okay,
what
so...
are you picking?
Well, let's figure it out. So it seems like this could... So there are alternate endings to this game. And different ways to take it. The first option, Melly isn't part of the Shadowbanes, probably means we'll convince Malachite to go with her. It's an honored tradition. We'll probably send her on her own, though. And as a reminder, Melly is 10? She's 10 years old. So I think I'm leaning towards not sending the literal child off on a quest on her own.
Yeah.
Plus, this is a good team. Melly isn't part of the Shadowbanes.
But she wishes to walk the path of thieves. So she must embrace their lifestyle.
She's trying to walk the path of detective? And that just sounds dangerous. Negligent.
Negligent. Yeah.
Yeah. You said that wrong.
I agree. Oh,
You're not coming with me?
perfect. I'm so glad I got you in for this. There's no way I could do that justice.
No.
Why not?
I just explained that.
Badly.
But you have to with me.
Why?
Clearly a job for two people.
There's no job that can't be done alone.
someone to sneak into the crime scene to gather evidence.
Have I tried? Have I tried being Melly? I have tried. It's probably one of my least confident voices.
Didn't you want to go on this quest to test your stealth training?
Yes, what if I forgot to be stealthy? Or what if none of the familiars wants to talk to me?
I don't know.
And what if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex?
Who cares?
I do.
No.
The face. The T-Rex threat is much lower in Zoford. I think you should go with that. I think both of these lead in the same direction. Probably. Although, where is Zoford? Is that where we are? Or is that where the quest was? Oh yeah. Large community of mages. So Zoford is where the T-Rexes aren't and where the quest is. Sure. T-Rex threat is much lower in Zoford.
If the monsters finally catch up to me, that's how it's meant to end.
You should try to run away from the monsters, not towards them.
That would depend on your choice of lifestyle.
Your life should include going to Salford with me.
Listen, Melina, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations, things to do.
You're a thief. You don't have to fix working hours. And you don't have any other friends waiting around for you.
Maybe not. But I do have a sheepfish to take care of.
You have a sheepfish?
I do. His name is Rufus, and he doesn't do well alone. Plus, he needs to be fed, and to do his daily crossword puzzles. Otherwise, his wool will get strawy.
You're right. Can't just leave Rufus alone.
I love your Melly voice though, Bats. Thank you. It is just me,
Actually,
as if I
promote
was
it.
cold. It's just, oh well, you're right. You can't just leave Rufus alone.
Get lonely.
Yeah,
I could take care of Rufus.
what?
Well, I live nearby and I'm very good with animals and pretty decent at crosswords puzzles.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
What if Rufus doesn't like you?
He will. Certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies.
You sing.
Time. You can sing a song about how Mel and Rufus got eaten by a T-Rex while the familiars booed me out of town.
Oh,
I think I prefer to sing about you and Malachite saving those familiars instead, right, Mel?
Fine, but just this once. See it as a final exam for your training.
Oh, that sounds fun.
wonderful. So, do you two need any help on your quest?
Don't know. What do you think, Detective?
It's great that you would ask, mighty assistant.
Please don't call me that.
Okay, mighty Mal then.
No.
How about John?
Sure.
So, John, thanks for asking. I have studied the quest given to us thorough closely.
Good.
And I have come to the conclusion that there is only one option.
I've just realized John was the first name of John Watson, who was the sidekick of Sherlock. So that's why Millie has called him John. Very good. Very good, game devs.
This is a classic case of finding the right clues sprinkled throughout the witnesses' testimonies and piecing them together correctly. The townfolks, the wizards, and the familiars. They all have different conflicting information, and we'll need to collect and untangle it all to see the whole picture. But to achieve that, we need to be charismatic enough to get truth out of them. And for those who still refuse to talk to us, out of guilt or fear, we need to activate our stealth powers. Find those hidden clues ourselves. Also, we should be quick so they can't destroy any evidence. I can't offer you some of your golden feathers. They can do some with the sweet aftertaste of haste.
Don't know what happened to my voice there, but yes, I can offer some golden feathers.
Sorry. Sorry, I just was gonna go.
It's weird.
My bad, everyone.
I've done that alone before, where they have like the speech bubbles. You're just like, oh yeah, this is this character, for sure. That way, you should be able to make it to Zoford much quicker.
Great idea.
But yeah, hello Harry, hello Zara. Welcome in, both of you. This is fun. I like this. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Hides in corner. Have you ever done visual novels or anything like this on your channel before, by the way?
Mm-mm.
No, never. Would you likely do one on your channel or no?
I don't know. I'm probably too horrible. Oh god.
You never know. People might love it. Oh look, our name is John now. I think you underestimate the severity of the situation. Thank you for the save, Harry. Can we save at this point? We can. Look at that. Done. What would you suggest instead, John? I agree with the stealth part. We could use a hint of dexterity to make sure we'd remain unseen for as long as possible. But I believe our focus should be on overpowering whoever is responsible for this. If they're making familiars disappear, they won't be interested in a discussion. Not a fair one, at least. We should fight first, ask questions later. I guess you got bored of the stealthy approach. Different problems require different solutions. If you're itching for a fight, may I recommend fresh Phoenix chilies? Some fire resistance could be a big advantage against wizards or familiars. Whether a fireball or fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared.
And do you have fire breath?
Technically, yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. It helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows, though.
I do love to try Andy's marshmallows.
I'd love some marshmallows. I'll see if I can set something up when you return.
I think some s'mores would also help convince those familiars to help us.
That's ridiculous. A dagger would be far more convincing.
I think they both could work. Innkeeper, what do you think? They definitely need a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around, but What should they pair it with?
Another choice.
Historic quick arrival and charisma for smooth talking, or pure strength and some fire resistance.
Let me think about it. All right. Well, what do you think?
Me.
So, oh gosh, this is the most complicated order that I've seen so far. So,
Yeah.
we've got to have 1 or 2 dexterity in it. And it has to have, depending on which direction we want to go in, either 3 charisma or 3 strength. So drinks that would do that would be 1,000 Winds is potential. Or Sailor's Courage. Sunny Breeze could work too. What direction should we go in? Should we go send them in with like strength buffs or go in smooth talking?
I don't know.
We've been pretty passive so far. I'm not convinced by that argument of going in guns blazing. Because if you just talk to the wizards, it may not be that the wizards are, you know, stealing familiars. So maybe just charisma again? Not that one.
Probably more peaceful.
Yeah, you'd think so. No, it's not that one. I want to try to get as much wind as possible. I think it's got to be 1,000 Winds. Or Sunny Breeze. Actually, those two work. Let's do Sunny Breeze. Oh no, then it'll have the infusion as well. 1,000 Winds. Okay, so this, and then we'll max that out, and then some defense. I think this case needs a delicate hand. The best detective work is achieved through clever conversation.
You're spot on.
Yes, this is how I die.
Don't be so pessimistic. My drinks have your back. Do you think you're prepared to solve this case, detective?
Yeah. With your help, we will accomplish this quest with haste. We will be back soon.
Best of snooping. Dude had to just down that drink.
I should go with them to pick up the sheepfish before they disappear into the night.
Don't forget to sing him a lullaby.
Rufus or John?
Rufus.
Right. Obviously, I'm gonna go now.
Have fun, Fable. That's day 9. We did it! Wait, was that the day? We've met this character before. Once? But then we didn't get their character thing on here. Interesting.
You do it.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Innkeeper. Chrissy, glad to see you alright. Likewise. Good to see you at the tavern are unharmed. It's quite the disaster out there. And I'm just passing through. Don't have time to stay for long. Need to check on the cottage and the birds and Fable. I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopies of the grove are sturdy after all. Which is why I chose to make it my home. That and the landscape. I hope your trip was nice at least. Oh, it was. It felt good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walked a lot, actually. Almost mapped out the whole island. We also hiked to the foot of the Borean Ridge, where the auroras touch the peaks. I heard the view is quite remarkable. It was. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was the first time I got to catch a glimpse of them. Also caught a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Everyone told us to avoid the lonely lagoon because of her, but it's too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend, after all. Even scary creatures. It gets lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they are born as. We should accept them as they are. I have a few patrons who'd really appreciate hearing that. Then I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something. Oh? Yeah, remember the gnomes? I actually met some. Really? They had a booth at the convention. Were selling all types of stuff. I remembered our conversation and got you this. What the fuck is that? I thought you might appreciate it. I do, thank you. It will certainly always have a special place in my heart, knowing it came from you. Oh, you're such a sweet talker, but you can't trick me into giving you my name. What would I want with names? Nothing good, that's for sure. But for realsies, I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. See you around, Innkeep. See you around, Chrissy. Take care of yourself. Always. Okay. Relatively short interaction. Interesting. Okay, so now it's nighttime. The day's not done. What the fuck is this thing?
I have no clue.
It looks like someone stretched out a tangler.
Looks like seaweed.
It does look like seaweed. In fact, it may be the swamp banshee that they were just speaking about. But Rosie's got to leave now. Catch you later, lass. Thanks for hanging out. They have a lily pad on their head. This is actually very beautiful. I like this a lot. Skeletal hand. Okay. Buyer, good to see you again. It's been a while. Ooh, I think it's ghostly, yeah. That's kind of like the universal sign of it being shaky. Can you do a ghost voice?
I don't. I have my demented voice, but I'm not sure that works.
What's that one?
It's like,
Yes, a while.
Oh
more
god,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah. It works.
6,000 years.
More like 2 months.
Oh, I thought I had hibernated longer.
You hibernated at this time of year?
It was for the Bloom Tide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the dream moon.
I don't know if you can... I don't know if you can hear the music, but it's very kind of like creepy.
Yeah, I heard.
Druids and bards join together in searches for the moon pools. for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere.
Yeah?
They hope if they can satisfy the land, you lead them to the reflection of the cosmos.
You mean the set of mythical lakes that's set to reflect all of the 7 moons at once? 7 moons!
That's a lot of moons.
That's too many moons.
Yes. Ever since the Twilight Chasm's portal opened, within them, a mere 30 years ago, travelers have become increasingly obsessed with bathing in their beauty.
Such festivities sound exciting.
No!
Oh god, red eye. It's not good.
Oh god.
They are loud. With their songs, they're arguing about getting lost in this endless maze of marshes. And they walk around with torches of burning ember that they swing too close to my precious vines. No, my woods. Why would you bring fire into a swamp?
It is a little rude.
Exactly. You know, I tried to join them one time. Their dainty flowers intrigued me, and I snuck up to them dressed in my prettiest poison ivy, adorned with thorns of undying trees. And you know what they did?
What? Oh,
They chased me away with their fiery broom, chanting, "Demon, be gone!" from the top of their lungs.
She looks crazy.
she does. This in particular, the face poking through and everything, kind of reminds me, or it makes me think that she could fit in well with the Undertale characters, if you've ever played that game.
Haven't.
Well, you probably know of it at the very least, because it's goddamn everywhere.
So now, I hibernated every dreaming moon. That way, I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes.
Chase them out of your home or give them another chance?
Yeah, what to pick? What to pick?
I don't know. Chase them out of your home, give them another chance. You know what? I think she needs friends. Look how sad she is. I think maybe she needs some company. And giving them another chance. I was very tempted to go chase them out of your home, and then I just saw the crying, the tears, sad face. So I think giving them another chance is probably good. Yeah, let's give it a try. Very few Gaians are familiar with the creatures of the box. Only with the stories about their bone-crushing teeth.
What's wrong with bone-crushing teeth?
They think you might want to crush their bones with them.
But that would be so rude.
They don't think that way. But I think if they got to know you, they'd like you a lot. After all, you make the best flower crowns in all of Gaia. Maybe even in all of Asteria. Those sound perfect for a festival. I mean, this is very pretty. Look at that.
You might be right. Maybe I'll grate them with some flower crowns next year. I could even open up a seasonal flower crown store.
Hmm.
Oh, you look so happy.
Yeah, I think we made the right suggestion here. I'd definitely buy one.
Yeah. But right now, I'm awake and thirsty. Do you have swamp water on the menu today?
Swamp water. I'm all out. Sorry.
Too bad. Something else then. Oh, I know. Do you have those drinks that make you feel like an itsy bitsy spider? I want to feel fast and dangly.
I can imagine it now. The vines acting like spider legs and just very quickly just skittering across. And I hate the image that's in my head.
I don't want that image, please.
No, I don't like it. In fact, I still do. Give me one moment. Could we give her something else completely? Swift Strike, I think. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, here you go, love. Have some green. Okay, and then... Perfect. A spider's agility in a cup, just for you.
Oh, delicious. I feel like I can scale any spider web and devour any fly.
Stop it. Stop it.
Thank you, innkeeper.
Please don't give us that image.
What woke you up from your slumber, anyhow?
The night sky fell into my dirt hut. It burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I am replanting it into many small sniffling willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that try to extinguish them. It's a powerful nutrient.
Sounds tasty.
After the tree and winds and pill bugs calm down, I had planned to go back to sleep. All the calamity made me awfully tired. But when I tried to sleep, all I could focus on was this feeling spreading in my chest.
Heartburn?
Loneliness.
Oh. That's sad. Hello, White Lily, and hello, Bomb Palm. Welcome in, both of you. You've joined just in time for this swamp creature to get all sad on us. Hope you're having a good start to your... Well, it's not Monday. Tuesday. And it's also the end of the Tuesday. It's not even the start of Tuesday. I've messed that up.
I thought I should get out there and advertise my new spa. Because only crickets were visiting and they aren't very good at marketing. You know, maybe if people visited me, instead of me visiting them, they won't chase me off. So I went to where I knew people could use my service. A werewolf camp in the Ashen Grove.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to intrude on their personal space, of course. So I just hung the coupons up on a piece of thin red string in the nearby canopies. Together with some jolly little bells so that the wind could announce their presence. Like little spells drawn to you towards the nearest mud mask. I hope they visit me sometime.
I didn't know you opened a spa.
It's new. I wanted to share my flowers and mud and pools with everybody, so we can all look beautiful together.
That sounds wonderful, Baya.
I agree. I can leave some of my coupons here. Can I leave some?
Oh, I mean, yes, absolutely. But we did also
Are you-
get...
Are you sure she won't eat them?
No, surely not, right? Okay, Baya the Swamp Witch. Kin, bulk creature, age 555. That's not young. Pronouns she, they. Class Druid, background Moon Swamp. Alignment chaotic neutral, Arcana the Lovers. That's sweet. Baya is an ancient swamp creature I've known for a long time. She's a very sweet soul, but other people tend to find her terrifying, even attacking her. They love spiders and opened a swamp spa a while ago. Sadly, she hasn't got a lot of visitors yet. I trust Baya.
Hmm?
Even if she is chaotic neutral, I trust Baya. Yes.
Thank you. Please hand them out to all your customers.
I will happily share this fantastic offer with them. Oh, you could also just come here more often and hand them out yourself.
But there's no one else here. Except the jackdaw. What's a
Yeah.
jackdaw?
This guy's the jackdaw. It's a type of bird. It's like a small crow type thing.
Do you want the coupons? Like creatures? I will leave one in your nest.
No one's here because it's almost closing time. You have to come by earlier, during the day or earlier in the evening, or during events.
But there will be people here.
Yes, I believe that's the point.
So scary. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons.
Will do. Oh, okay, well they weren't as scary as I first thought they were. Alright, well that was the end of the day. Finally. If you need any breaks, by the way, do definitely, give yourself some. Don't strain that voice. Jade, I'm trying to remember what I gave her voice. She's a bounty hunter, chaotic good. Hey, innkeeper. Hello. It's been a while since I've seen you around. A whole week, to be exact. And you already miss me. A little. Cute. I got my hands on a job, all the way over in Diria. Seemed like something relatively easy, but well paid. Or like something too good to be true. Not this time. Apparently the farmer just wanted it to be done quickly, so she offered a higher than average rate. Sounds like easy money. Yeah, I wish. You know, I think I could use a drink first. Something that'll bring back my usual speed and agility. I feel like this job drained me of all my energy. And if I get to hear the rest of the story, sounds like a good deal to me. That's fine. That's a fine voice. I've forgotten what she sounded like before. Agility, another Swift Strike. The most popular drink in this entire world.
You must be expert at making it by now.
I do have to use the recipe every time, though. Yeah. Best thing about Jade, she's got a little pet tortoise with a nose ring,
So
too.
cute.
Let's hope this suits your tastes. Your drinks never disappoint. Glad to hear. I can definitely feel my senses coming back to me. I made you a drink. Now it's your turn. Tell me about your latest job. Fine. A deal's a deal. Told you the client's a farmer, right? She has a large flock of two-headed sheep. Apparently, that darn starfall damaged their barn, and they somehow managed to break out of their enclosure. I didn't think they were that clever, honestly. Must be the two brains. Probably. Anyways, they got out right before their shearing appointment. And of course, the farmer needed to get them back in time. Especially considering the rumors surrounding Daria at the moment. Seems to be a dangerous place nowadays. Apparently an unusual amount of cattle have been going missing these last few weeks. So, local folks have been keeping a closer eye on their locks and fences. Of course, the farmer wanted her sheep to be safe, so she hired someone to bring her animals back.
Take a deep breath, drink water.
Thank you, Killeth. That includes you as well. You gotta drink some water.
Because I'm a good killie.
Yeah. That's someone being you. Obviously. I thought to myself, I'm a monster hunter. Handling animals is basically my job. I'd say a monster hunter is rather known for, well, hunting instead of handling. That was exactly the issue. Do you know how stubborn two-headed sheep are? Let me guess. They're twice as stubborn as one-headed sheep? You got it. They're impossible to get moving. Impossible to startle. One head might be eating, but the other one is always watching you. But you did it, right? I suspect you wouldn't be here if you hadn't finished the job. You are absolutely correct. I was at my wit's end, imagining having fought hundreds, if not thousands, of beasts. And some sheep are the one enemy you can't win against. It sounds like an incredibly humbling experience. It was, trust me. But luckily, I got some help. Another adventurer saw me struggling and offered her assistance and knowledge. Or should I say, a retired adventurer? Oh. Yeah, she was very insistent on that label. Some kind of astral finfolk. Must have lost her arm a while ago. Oh no. Back to the sheep. She told me there's apparently one thing that gets their full attention. You got any guess on what that magical tool might be? I have no... This is new. I'm guessing pirate.
Maybe.
Want to give it a go?
I cannot make a pirate voice. Damn sure.
Well, you
I
do.
don't think at least.
You can try doing whatever you like, or skip into the next one if you don't fancy this one. That's okay too.
I think I want to hear your pirate voice.
Okay. Clovers!
Morning dew clovers, to be precise. They go absolutely feral for them. You will make them follow every single one of your commands. But someone with your experience should know that, innkeeper.
Do you two know each other? Barely.
Ha! Keep your secrets then. Oh, so mysterious, innkeeper.
I wanted to buy her a drink after she helped me out back there. I didn't expect you two to be best friends, honestly.
Best friends?
I think you got that wrong, Jade.
I'd never befriend someone like him. I have taste.
Slipped slightly into Scottish. I need to bring that back.
Yahar.
Well, that was unnecessarily rude of you, Una. You didn't even consider my feelings.
Consider me sorry, innkeep.
Apology accepted.
Speaking of taste, what about your drinks?
No, there it is again.
I know you've always liked experimenting with potions and other suspicious liquids. Looks like you finally made it, huh?
Indeed, I think I got the hang of it.
And what are you waiting for? Your old rival is waiting for a drink. Preferably one that'll restore my energy. The old sheet made me old bones all wobbly, and I don't like feeling so weak.
Gotcha.
Let's see what that old magic has to offer.
Don't worry, he might not look like it, but his drinks are actually really good.
I bet.
I'll just take that as a compliment, I suppose. Oof. Okay. Did we get that character? We did, Una. Finfolk, she, her, Arcane Engineer, Astral Sea, the Empress. Looks like there's maybe only a few left. Let's do... Wait, where's my drinks? Here we go. Sailor's Courage. Let's do this one. So we'll do a little chili. Nope, a little bit more. Perfect. I think that's perfect. It even has a little ship sail on it.
Ah. Oh, wow.
Impressed?
Don't get cocky now.
You don't have to be shy. You can just admit I've improved. So, Una, Jade told me you're retired now. Had enough of the adventuring business?
Absolutely. I don't want to have anything to do with that anymore. I've completed enough quests for at least 2 lifetimes.
And yet you decided to help Jade?
Ever had to handle 2-headed sheep?
Not yet. Lucky you.
Lucky indeed. I just couldn't watch her struggle with those stubborn beasts any longer. But this was a one-time exception.
Did the farmer pay accordingly after your morning dew clover's magic trick? Oh, absolutely. She was so happy, she gratefully paid both of us. That's good to hear. She even tipped us to some gems she supposedly found in one of her fields. But I'm a maida. I don't have any use for stones like those.
And since I'm retired, I could care less about material riches.
So we figured we'd give them to you instead. But I wouldn't tell that pretentious blonde dragon priestess if I were you. Feels like a blasphemous gift. Oh, divine gems. A little blasphemous indeed. Oh, we got a new infusion. Oh. Wait a minute, that's just a D20. I think I know just the right way to use them. Thank you. Don't mention it.
Now that we're done here, I can finally go back to crocheting for the rest of my life. Then get this hook put in for nothing. Of course, I also occasionally gotta rip some youngsters off while playing cards. I haven't lost a game in at least 4 decades.
That's remarkable. Or impossible for someone who's only playing fair. I think your lucky streak will end with me today. I've also never lost a game in at least a decade.
Are you challenge me to a duel?
Absolutely. And whoever loses has to pay for the next round of drinks.
That's the spirit. I like you, Bounty Hunter. But don't come crying to me after I annihilate you.
Ha, you wish. Who do we root on? Jade or Una? Pirate or bounty hunter?
Huh? I don't know.
I feel like the old person is probably cheating. But
She
maybe
did.
both of them are cheating.
I think they're both chaotic neutral, so they probably are both the type. There's Jade. Chaotic good. And Una is neutral good. Okay, so they're both actually good. They're both good people. But yeah, they're probably both cheating. Which design do you like the most out of the two?
Of the characters,
Yeah,
I like Jade's design a lot.
me too. Let's root on Jade. I love that she actually has jade arms. I don't know what that deal is, but I dig it. You're worried about me? Cute. I just know for a fact that Una is a master at cheating. I doubt that's changed. So you're saying you've lost against her? More than once, yes. Pathetic.
Hey, are you talking about me?
Listen, Innkeep, if your opponent is obviously cheating, like she was, you can't beat them fair and square. You gotta beat them at cheating. Now watch how a real master does it. Okay. So they just play cards until the evening.
Both cheating.
Oh! I love this dude. He looks like a big gentle giant.
Yeah.
Would I do one of these two?
Sure.
Sure, yeah. Do you want to be the big muscly guy or the beautiful blonde?
I don't know. I don't even know what voice to do yet.
Okay, fine. Again, you don't gotta do voices. Just happy to
know.
have you here to help. Good day.
I have returned, innkeeper.
Welcome back, Miss Anvar. And welcome...
This brave adventurer's name is Claymore. He's offered unexpected support during my quest.
Right, Claymore, as in the sword. Gotcha. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much on behalf of,
The world?
yes, of course, the world, Mr. Clay. You don't need to do the whole thing, Mr. Thing. Just Clay is alright with me. Otherwise, it sounds so formal, like talking to one of those craft people. You wouldn't want to be one of those. Clay it is then. Can I offer you both a drink in exchange for the story of how you two met? That would be a fun trade, right, Tia?
I think I would welcome it as well.
Then, what can I get you?
Clay, please go ahead.
Oh my, we got a lot of stuff on the menu. His skull is shaking. How about one of those drinks with ingredients? You look strong. How about something extra for those muscles? That sounds nice. Let's go with that. 1 minute. Okay. Wonderful. I've needed a big dumb boy in this game for quite some time. not enough himbos. Is that the word? Himbos? Yeah, we love our himbos. Let's do just a simple southern brawler. Look, look, look. Ding. Try this. I think it might knock your socks off. This tastes strong and magic-y, but my socks are still on. Still, I love it. I'll have to remember this one for next time. What is it called? Don't worry, I'll remember it for you. Thank you. Now, Miss Anvar, what would you like?
I need some liquid village. God damn it. Vigilance.
There you
Even
go.
if here it's important to stay on guard.
Wouldn't this be the right time to relax?
There's no such time.
Alright, then I shall aid you on your divine mission of not falling asleep standing. I wonder if we can give... Yeah, we can give one of the D20s to her. That would be good, I think. What do they actually do, though? This rare gemstone can only be found in the well-hidden eastern parts of the Forbidden Valley. Citrin is said to be favored by the dragons due to its incredible divine properties. Blessed with the divine magic of the dragons, adventurers will have a much better chance fighting the undead, or any other unholy creatures, or any creatures really. If you ever feel pressure to come up with different voices for each character, just look up how Russian TV dubbed TV shows in the 90s. One guy dubbing every character in the most monotonous voice as possible. Not that I would have understood it anyways, but still, I didn't know they did that. And it does make me feel better. Now we...
And I will have to apologize if I say wrong things. English is my second language, so
You're
I do say
doing
wrong
great.
from time to time.
Don't worry about it at all. You're doing awesome. It looks like we have another quest to make at the end of the day. So we'll throw one of these in. And you know what? I didn't even choose a drink. It's gonna have defense. We'll do a frosted lagoon.
Looks cold.
Does look cold. And we'll do one of these, I think. Is that not enough? Another one? Yeah. Cool. Some liquid vigilance diluted with some delicious secret ingredients. Enjoy.
I could do with something less diluted. But you're right, it's delicious.
Happy to hear that. Do we get to tell the story now? Please, go ahead. Do you think I should start with the seashells?
No, I think some exposition is in order first.
Mm-hmm.
As you already know, Innkeeper, I plan to start my investigation right here in Sanit.
The names of
the
places.
local Gaia temple.
So I've been told. Mostly about that wobbling ooze.
Ah, yes. That was certainly something, unfortunately. Besides their fascination, personal secrets, they had nothing of value to share with me. But fortunately, thanks to your rumors, I was not entirely without a lead. The wizard prophecy led me to Dalwell. Or should I say, the abandoned island or Fairweather.
The name changes depending on who you ask.
I didn't know it had that many names. I always just called it Kelpie Island.
Why?
Don't have to stick with it, but I definitely need to hear Bats' best Schwarzenegger for one of Clay's lines. Fuck. Because it's shaped like one. Probably the smartest approach. Okay, hold on.
Kelpie Island or Fairweather, its names means very little to me. Its local sediment of faith was very much relevant. They built everything into the giant sequoia that holds their portal to Avalon.
The portal is in the tree.
Yes, right in its center. They call it the Horizon Tree. It's beautiful. The Fae themselves were moderately helpful. It was difficult to get them to focus on the severity of the situation. And I was pretty sure they were preparing some sort of morbid ritual with the acorns that they were stringing up between rose bushes in the asymmetrical shapes.
Oh, I always thought those were art projects. That's kind of a mixture of the two voices. Common misconception. It sounds more like they were preparing to charge them with astral moonlight.
For what?
If you freeze them, they make for good ice cubes.
Do you participate in such practices?
Not at the moment.
I'm just not going to question that. Eventually, I get them to sit still long enough to ask them about any strange occurrences around their settlements.
Did they understand your definition of strange?
After some explanations. They told me about how they recently an astral humpback whale had rampaged through one of their nearby scouting camps. Just 2 days before the stars fell. They said it seemed like it was running from something, and that it was full of something fury. Seeding fury. Ugh. They also claimed to be a good sign because it's promised adventure.
They weren't wrong? He's right. It did lead us on an adventure. I'm struggling with it. Need to move the microphone away, I think, a bit. Yeah, I'll just go back to the original. It's fine. No more Schwarzenegger. But I don't know if they hope to wipe out the entire night sky.
No. One would hope for that.
Well, someone clearly did. They weren't wrong about it being a sign of a change of pace, is all I'm saying. The exact definition is subject to personal convictions.
It certainly was a sign of something being awry, and I was determined to get to the bottom of it. So naturally, I made my way nearby Carapace Beach and prepared a celestial summoning ritual under the young astral moon.
For the humpback whale, I suppose.
What else would I be summoning?
I thought maybe you wanted to ask Cassiopeia for her input.
Are you out of your mind? The realm keepers have sworn a divine oath of neutrality that prevents them from directly interfering with the simple world of us mortals. The full might of their powers could disrupt the delicate balance of their cosmic design.
Right, sorry. Slipped my mind.
You're forgiven. As I was preparing the ritual, readying myself to confront the troublemaker, I suddenly found myself being interrupted by a strange request.
Oh, that was me. I asked her if she needed any more seashells. Did she?
I did actually. Pairing dragonhead tritons and flimmering limpet shells can be heightened the dual aspect of the celestial twins, therefore making the connection to the astral sea more stable.
Obviously.
I hadn't managed to find the limpet shells, and one happened to be among his offerings.
I honestly just thought she was decorating the beach and that she could do with more color. You weren't wrong, in a way. Sadly, the shells burned up during the ritual, singed his hands too.
Just a little. Fortunately, I possess spectacular healing capabilities.
Fortunate
So
indeed.
cute.
Yeah, big gentle giant. Were you collecting seashells for beach decorating or your very own ritual play? I was collecting them for my friends. At this time of year, Kelpie Island is full of all kinds of sparkling, floating animals from the astral sea. And they love munching on seashells. Do you encounter these creatures a lot? I try to. They're very nice.
They can talk to animals. Gaia blessing rests upon him.
Fantastic. There it is. Oops. Now, I'm not always sure they like talking to me. They tend to disappear sooner or later. Sometimes they come back, but often they don't. I think maybe I accidentally say things that upset them without realizing. And they think I mean to hurt them. I hate when that happens. You mean they just disappear like they were never there? Yeah, like they moved to a different, quieter beach. Or they've returned to the astral sea. I feel like they would tell me if they went back home. Not necessarily. Many Australian creatures can traverse the plains at will. They don't always have control over when they return. On many occasions, the astral currents pull them back home before they're ready. And once you're swept up in them, each subsequent journey out becomes more and more difficult. Or so I've been told. I'd guess your friends either went home when they weren't there, or got pulled back before they had a chance to say goodbye. So you're saying the sea swallowed them?
Why? It's just beckoning them home through the celestial hug of sort.
So that means I could just visit them in the astral sea?
That would be an incredible undertaking.
I keep accidentally hitting the board behind him. I need to keep my mouse down here.
Traveling between planes is quite hazardous.
It is, but echoes are from the primordial sea, and my family has lived here for quite a while, I think. They must have gone here somehow.
They say it was much simpler to traverse between planes once. But for a long time, it has been almost impossible without complicated or dangerous rituals. Until recently, the astral sea was the only possible way to pass through the barriers. And accessing it requires meticulous planning, not to mention the sea tends to come with more risk than rewards. Even your Australian friends who can choose to leave their home plane on a whim get pulled back by the current eventually. Imagine what would happen to you if you went in unprepared.
But the Fae on Kelpie Island aren't from Gaia either. And they told me they haven't lived here for very long.
Since the 5 interplanar portals open up, interplanar travel had become a lot more accessible again. At least when it comes to dream planes.
We're getting a lot of exposition here. I know.
Yeah.
Althea kind of like warned us that we were going to get a lot. I didn't expect this much.
But even the astral and primordial seas, not to mention your, are finally open to us again, and after all these years. It's true miracle to witness in our lifetimes.
So the portals haven't always been there? I didn't know that. Put them there.
Well, that is a very good question.
And one that would blow the scope of this conversation beyond its bounds, I think. You still have to tell me how you summoned that whale.
You're right, we're getting off track. As Clay and I talked, he told me about his fascinating friendships with the astral creatures. And his ability to speak with animals as if they share a language.
So you asked him for help?
Well, he offered his aid and I certainly could have handled it on my own, but...
But you didn't have to.
Right. That, obviously. Thank you very much, Clay.
Anytime.
So I summoned it. The ritual worked exceptionally well, and it appeared out of the sky in a wave of concerning darkness. Stars used to accompany them.
I mean, there was one star.
There was. The whale was even bigger than I had anticipated, almost as tall as the horizon tree. And in its stomach rested a giant sun, the only star of the night sky, whose light had not been extinguished, nestled right in its belly.
Ooh. That sounds unhealthy.
Scary.
Yeah, there's no scary option, but unhealthy is probably the closest thing.
Yeah. That's an understatement. The star wasn't the thing to worry about, though. The whale didn't look at all happy about being summoned. Instead, it looked like a wounded animal that was one loud noise away from lashing out. And it looked sick. Its translucent skin was grey, like it was frozen with the coldness of the highest mountains or the deepest depths. Its eyes were pale, almost blind, with no warmth within them. I thought for a brief second we must fight this beast before it consumed us and everything in its path. But when I looked over at Clay, I saw a deep understanding in his eyes, like he wasn't seeing a monster, but a friend. So I stayed quiet, knowing that whatever he knew outweighed my fears.
You know what it needed, Clay? Not completely, but I know that look in its eyes. That feeling when you're so scared you get angry. When you want to fight because you're terrified you won't be able to flee. So I kneeled to show it that I didn't mean any harm. I held out my last conch shell in my hands. It took a moment to overcome the instinct of mistrust, but then it picked the shell up gently and ate it. I saw the conch freeze as it was swallowed. It looked painful. Wanting to comfort the whale, I reached out and carefully put my hands against his cheek. I wanted to know he wasn't alone. I'm sure it needed that. It did. It was so sad it cried tears of golden dust.
Its tears turned to ice before they even hit the ground. It was the moment I realized the body had been cursed with a potent frostbite. I know it did not trust me, so I did what I previously would not have thought possible. Threw a hand on Clay's shoulder and the magic of your drink, I was able to briefly transfer my magic onto Clay, allowing him to cure it of its disease. He kissed it on the forehead and the ice burned away, freeing it of the endless chills. It was quite sweet.
Oh, teamwork. That's one lucky whale. And one unusual effect of that infusion.
Is that not usually possible?
Inspiration is a fickle thing. Such magic is deeply personal and differs from person to person. I always enjoy seeing how others imagine support to look like. Their support was very helpful.
I'd hope so.
Once it was free of its pain, the whale was ready to talk to us. I asked what had happened, and it told me about fighting some sort of evil creature on 2 legs. A creature on 2 legs, so humanoid then.
We assumed. It turned out whales don't care much about our appearances.
He cared more about all the things being thrown at it. What a mean way to approach a whale. Apparently, it swallowed some kind of stone. It could only remember its black and white color and that it tasted horrible. But I thought, I have a strong digestive thing, it's nothing to worry about. Rookie mistake. The 2-legged monster just wouldn't stop attacking, so it fled as quickly as it could, trying to find its way home. It felt really bad about destroying the camp. I get why. The worst part about being angry is seeing the wreckage you leave behind. Tia, do you ever get angry?
No. I am the embodiment of calmness and self-discipline.
Where I come from they call that repression. Sassy. You forgot divinity, also sassy.
Yes, what are you picking, innkeeper?
I think this one is more sassy. You forgot divinity. And isn't as much of an attack on her as a person. You forgot divinity.
Thank you, I did.
Luckily, its anger subsided when it found its way back. I thought it was finally safe, but suddenly this freezing cold began. I don't mind the cold much. I'm from the Highlands and we get a lot of snow in the winter. But the kind of cold it was describing sounded awful. Painful and inescapable. Like it was freezing from the inside out.
The potent frostbite I mentioned, it seems a curse took hold and slowly spread through its entire body.
Oh, a Midion. It tried to keep itself warm by feeding on solar crabs and cosmic squid, but that didn't help much. I just kept getting more scared and angrier and colder. Until even his brain was freezing over. I couldn't even think of anything other than the cold. So in its desperation, it ate the hottest thing it could find. A star.
A star, a giant one at that. It looked deceptively small contained in its belly. So huge, not huge. But apparently it was one of the biggest one the night sky had to offer. The East Star.
Whales be eating stars. Mad.
Yeah.
It ate Pharos, the guiding star of the endless seas.
It did, and it helped. It kept its frostbite at bay, even if it didn't not eradicate it. But as you can imagine, such massive star disappearing did not have the most desirable effect on an astral seed, the delicate balance of gravity.
That's interesting. So we gave Elithia here, I think it was one of our chilies that we put into her drink before we sent her on this quest. The Phoenix chili.
Okay.
So that Phoenix Chili gave her magic to be able to dispel the frostbite on the whale that was so cold that not even a burning star could melt away the frostbite, but the chili could.
Hot chili.
That is one hot chili.
I don't want it.
No, no thank you. I will refuse the Carolina Reaper. Thank you very much. I can imagine that. The whale was very confused about what had happened, but said all the stars around it suddenly started to fall and spin out of place. They crashed into each other, causing more and more destruction with each passing moment. I didn't understand everything it described, but it sounded bad.
Label it as bad would be quite the understatement. The falling stars ripped holes through Cassiopeia's wings. To think that just one hungry creature could break the entire balance of the universe.
I was hurt and scared.
It should have endured instead of hurting others.
It was alone. I didn't know all that would happen. Ugh.
On his side.
It's
I was
not.
Scared.
Yeah, he was scared. I don't think you can blame the whale for eating a star and then that kind of collapsing many other stars around it. At least you were there to help.
Indeed. I don't want to imagine the additional chaos it would have caused.
I don't care about could-haves. I just care that we were here to help. Did you also manage to free it of the star in its stomach?
No. The frostbite may be gone, but the star is a part of it now. It has become the first of a new kind, a sun humpback whale.
Cool. I dig it.
And probably the last one too, as all other stars in the astral sea have been snuffed out. We will never be able to see the night sky again, and in turn, that whale must forever live with the guilt nestled in its stomach.
You're right. Some things are forever changed now. That's kind of the point of disasters. But perhaps the star doesn't stand for shame, but the pride of its survival. We shouldn't be sad that most are gone, but happy that one managed to make it through. Besides, we may have lost the night sky's starry companions, but it managed to gain 2 new friends. Even the worst of situations can lead you to light sometimes. I like that. You should never be sad about finding new friends. Speaking of friends, on the way back we ran into this traveling souvenir shop. I brought friendship bracelets for Tia and I with little whale charms on them. But she didn't want to wear them just yet, so I'm waiting until she's ready. That's very nice of you, right, Tia?
I'm just... They're hazards for fights. Could get caught in things.
Sure. I'm looking forward to seeing how they look with your armor. Tia also found something for you at the souvenir shop.
That's...
Cute. She said it reminded her of your tavern. And now that I've seen it in person, I agree. Now I'm curious, what is it? Ooh. It's like a dream catcher thing, but it's made of glass.
pretty.
Oh, that's a very pretty mosaic. Oh, yeah, that would be probably a better way to describe it. The shopkeeper told us a little about it. Supposedly, this piece of art represents a new beginning after a hard-fought battle. Kind of like the rise of the sun hunchback whale. That's very fitting. Thank you, Tia. So, Tia, aren't you glad Clay was there to help you? Clay, aren't you glad Tia was there to help you? I think Clay helped Tia more than Tia helped Clay.
Yeah. Yeah. I suppose I am.
You really are?
You are surprisingly competent. Perhaps one might even say I could not have done this entirely without you. If one was to be extreme about it.
I think someone like you could do anything alone if you put your mind to it. But that doesn't mean you should have to. I'm always happier when doing difficult things if I have help from other people. Well said, Clay. Clay, you're a lot more, like, emotionally intelligent than I gave you credit for. I'm sorry I gave you the voice I did. Stellar teamwork, you two. Keep it up. Will do.
Much more importantly, clearly our quest was not successful.
What are you talking about? You cured the humpback whale. You found out why the stars fell. You even made new friends. What more could you want?
We still haven't the slightest idea of who caused all of this.
An angry humanoid figure?
And that is who exactly?
Well, we can roll out you, me, and the innkeeper.
We can rule out you and me.
That's true. Ouch.
No hard feelings. I believe you're innocent, but sometimes evil hides in plain sight. One must not be led astray.
I understand. Paranoia is a hard habit to break.
Clearly, someone orchestrated this. It seems too random and methodical to have been an accidental side effect. I must find out what hides in the darkness. If something like this happens again, it could end in a calamity like of which we have never seen before.
Oh.
Don't worry too much about it, girlie. This is just kind of how oblivions are around here.
I wouldn't call this just another oblivion. How often have you seen the stars fall from the sky?
0 times. I was asleep when it happened, and now that it's over, there go my chances of ever witnessing a supreme meteor shower.
You should not wish to witness such horrors.
Yeah, some horrors are fun to look at. Listen, love, when I was your age, I used to worry about stuff like this all the time. This weirdo over here did it too. We all did, at one time or another. But I know from experience that making such a fuss about it won't get you anywhere. These bite-sized calamities are part of the natural order of things. From chaos to balance, to chaos and back to balance.
I got a frog in my throat. Everything just switches around in a never-ending cycle.
Sure, it's good to keep an eye out, but you don't have to give yourself an aneurysm over it. Just pick up a quest if it worries you, and follow the natural flow of the universe. That way, if you're lucky, you'll end up retired like me.
Such a leisure's attitude only leads to failure.
And, even then, someone is always gonna save the world in the end.
And that someone is going to be me.
Haha, all the youth. Anyway, old enemy, got another drink for me? I'm running dry.
Anytime, Una. Are you still running low on energy? How about another strong one?
You got it.
Oh, I got 2 bats in one stream? Yes, Vixen. This is kill it. Kill a kill. Kill it kill. Kill it kill a kill. And yeah, you can find them right here. Well, also in the title, but kill a kill. Go follow. Do it. Yes. Out. Done. Nice and easy. Low on energy. Oh. I reckon at the end of this day we probably wrap it up. Because for whatever reason, my voice is going already. I think another Sailor's Courage. Going too ham on the pirate voice. We need a chili. There we go. Something strong for the most strong-headed lady I know. Weird way to admit you've lost every argument against me. Why, this drink is splendid, I'll give you that. See, with one of these, your worries will be washed away with flavour. Good or bad, depends on the day.
I find your apathy borders on tragedy.
And I find your hero complex unsustainable. Remember, kiddo, they don't build those statues for folks who are alive.
Who cares about statues? My purpose is my purpose, and I don't care who immortalizes me.
She's pissed. No one's purpose is to die, girl. Life is much more meaningful than that. Anyway, my purpose is winning at cards right now. Good luck with your delusions. I apologize on her behalf.
It's fine.
Dear, you dying?
No, she was purely speaking in the hypothetical.
I'm not sure what that means, but it doesn't sound like it could damage your armor. But you know, maybe we should listen to her advice at least a little bit. My granny always says with age comes the priceless wisdom of mistakes.
I think your grandma advice would be much more helpful than whatever a failed hero has to say. Ouch.
You think retirement is failure?
One's post should never be abandoned. If you can still serve this world, you should.
Not sure if that's bleak or inspiring.
The latter. She was right about one thing, though. The past is full of terrible disasters that were prevented. Which means that this too could have been attempted before, if not very successfully. Knowledge of something so vile must be sacred, scarce, and well guarded, maybe even abandoned. I have never come across anything like this, anywhere in the Aperture's library.
Granted, the aperture? Like aperture science? I don't know. Has only been standing for a little over 2 decades now. Its library can't be that vast.
Many of the Order's books were relocated to the new stronghold. But I do believe that we don't currently harbor the knowledge I seek. For that, other avenues must be explored.
What are you considering? We gotta ask everyone we come across until we find someone who knows something.
Good idea, but that would take far too long. I think we should look for the Everbloom archives.
Is that a book club?
An ancient one. Everbloom was one of the Great Seven Mayadan archives, the Gaian one, to be specific. Legend has it there used to be one on each plane, even what the plane of the dead. Even what the plane of the dead. Okay. They were once filled with all the knowledge of the cosmos and grew in size every day, thanks to their fearless archivists. But then they fell to an unknown foe and have been lost to time ever since. I believe one of them could hold the answers we seek.
Just had to get more water.
It's okay.
Stay hydrated, everybody. I don't know what the weather is like where you are right now, but it's like 30 degrees Celsius here today. Very warm.
Yeah, we had like 26 today.
Hot. Too hot.
Innkeeper, do you perhaps know where to find these archives?
Nope, not much of a librarian, unfortunately.
Disappointing.
But you could keep an eye out for it, right? You could ask all the scholarly people that pass through here.
Of course, I can do that.
Perhaps you can start by asking that bounty hunter once she's done gambling all her money away.
You could ask her yourself.
I would rather not.
I'll take that terrible task off your hands then.
Wonderful. You won't need more than a day to take care of all this, right?
I could do with a little more time.
Nonsense. We don't have more time. I need your full commitment on this, innkeeper.
Oh, this is very short notice.
As are disasters typically, hence the vigilance. I shall return to a fully prepared quest tomorrow morning.
Oh no. Okay. In the meantime, you should rest.
Don't be ridiculous. I have things to do, people to help, prayers to consult.
Who knows, right? A good night's sleep would do wonders for you. Could even offer you some coupons to a beautiful swamp spa.
Fine, I'll take one or two, though they won't be put to much use. If I rest now, who will this world have faith in? I shall see you tomorrow.
Oof. She's gotta take a chill pill, I think.
Yeah.
It's always nice to see burnout happening in real time.
Don't worry, I'll go with her and make her some soup. Soup always helps me when I have a headache. And it looks like she has a big one. Do you want some soup as well?
Yes, please. Easiest choice of my life.
I'll bring some by tomorrow. Do you have any allergies?
No, thank you, Clay.
Anytime. Then the recipe will be a surprise. Have a superb day. I'll take some of those coupons too.
Wonderful.
Talking through everything really helped. Thank you.
I'm happy to hear that. I hope you held on to those seashells. Catching up with some astral friends might make you feel a little better.
Actually, I was thinking I could use the shells to make some friendship bracelets for Tira and I. I ought to carve them into stars.
Cute.
I think that sometimes you have to make something beautiful out of the things that hurt you. Otherwise, you're left with anger that has nowhere to go. Do you like being angry?
No, I don't.
Me neither.
But we all get angry sometimes. It's not the most fun, but it's important. Never getting angry doesn't solve anything either. Just makes you smaller and smaller until people no longer see you as someone they need to think about.
At least they're not scared of you.
Anger doesn't make you any more of a monster than silence makes you a saint. Be a whole person, Clay. Don't be scared of whom that is.
I'll try and keep her. Thank you. I hope you find the way back to yourself too.
Thank you, Clay. Me too.
So sweet.
They're just gambling all day. Damn. Morning till night. Oh, Scully. I thought that might have been the day over. It was a tough day. There was a lot of exposition. Top of the evening to you. Welcome to my tavern.
What do my magical eyes see? New faces, new acquaintances. With whom do I have the pleasure today?
No, speaking skeleton. I haven't seen one of those in a long while.
Hello there. How incredibly rude of me to leave out introductions. My name is Scully.
And he's so polite as well. He'll call me on Mr. Scully. And that one over there is my friend Jade.
She has slipped into Scottish, but it's fine.
I think your throat needs it.
Yeah, it needs a break soon.
tales of our endeavors
Speaking of a break,
proliferate.
fantastic timing. Thank you, Schneebles. I appreciate it. Welcome in, Raiders. I just typed exclamation mark raid. No, that's not right. This. Schneebles. Welcome in, Raiders. Amaria, hello. Schneebles, hello. Okaroon, hello. Welcome to Tavern Talk with guest star Killeth Kill. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining us.
You're back.
How was that night game you were playing with Pidge? It looked like Fortnite, but medieval. And with guns. It was really fun. I'd never seen it before in my life, nor have I heard of it. But I'm glad that you could join us today. We're just doing a little bit more of Tavern Talk. I don't know how much longer we'll be going for, because my voice is dying. I don't know about you, Keyleth.
Oh, you dumb. Oh, I'm good.
You're good? Okay. Might join the pro circuit. Oh my. You know what? To save my voice, if these guys are all going to have a three-way conversation, do you want to take over for like Jade for me?
I can
Yeah.
try.
I'd appreciate it. I'm going to die otherwise. I'm very glad I'm not here alone. Some tough voices today. But Raiders, please
But
do...
I'm no expert.
Oh, it's fine. You, like,
I'll leave the experts to you.
Jade barely even has like an alternative voice. She just speaks slowly, I think. Sultry
Slow
in a
and
way.
sassy.
Yeah, slow and sassy. That's the best way to describe her. Schneebles, or anyone else that popped in on the raid, if you need to raid and run, please do so. Make sure you're looking after yourself, getting some water, food, sleep, whatever it is that you need. If you've done all of that, or you don't need to do any of that, then you're more than welcome to stay. Alright, let's get back to it. Wait. Oh, Lord Drop.
Oh, a fellow maider, but with more skin left. Which isn't immensely difficult, I suppose. Glad to make your acquaintance, Una and her friend Jade.
Jade, that's a beautiful necklace you have there. Scully, shouldn't you be named after a gemstone? So all of the Maida are named after gemstones. I think, yeah. So Skelly. Got work in the morning, sad face? Hey, that's okay. I understand. I also have work in the morning, actually. Yet another reason why I should try to wrap this up.
Me too.
You do too? Oh shit. Alright. Let's wrap this up very soon then. As far as I'm aware, may their last names reference their bones, no?
Correct, but I cannot remember what my ball bones are made out of. Death has left quite a lot of gaps in this head of mine.
Let me have a look.
Perfect.
Looks like alabaster to me. Hard to say without a thorough analysis, though.
Alabaster. That does sound familiar.
Like an old name, perhaps.
I'm not sure, but it's worth investigating. Thank you, Jade. Still, let us stick with Scully until we have more detailed information.
I think I should be going now. I still have work to do.
Well, there we go.
That was short.
What a coincidence. I don't want to say the exact same thing. But wouldn't it be rude of us to leave that distinguished gentleman all by himself? I think one of us should definitely stay a little longer.
There we are. It's back.
Isn't it cool that both of you have bones made of shimmery gemstones?
But it's true. I haven't seen another Maida since...
Word
Oh,
of
for
our community's acclaim
sake.
spreads.
Always with the raids. Luxury pigeon.
How dare you interrupt our lovely little stream with a raid? Hi, bud. How's it going? Let's give you a shout out as well. I managed to catch a little bit of that game that you were playing, whatever it was called. The Fortnite medieval game. And it certainly looked interesting. Schneebles tells me that you're thinking of going pro. Somebody's watching me. Wrong guy. I'll bring you flowers. Nope, not that one. Hi, Bats. Hi, NAJD. Welcome in, all raiders. If you need to raid and run, please do so. I know it's late. Get some food, get some water, get some sleep. Do the important things to look after yourselves. If you've done all that or you don't need to do that, this is like the third or fourth time that you've heard this now, Killeth. I'm so sorry. This spiel of mine.
It's
if you don't
important to take care of your raids.
Yeah. If you don't need to do all of that, or you have done all of it, you're more than welcome to hang out. We're playing Tavern Talk, and, well, until the end of the day, which it is nighttime, so I imagine it will be relatively soon, and then we'll be going to bed ourselves. And I'm joined by Killeth Kill, the one and only. And you know Schneebles, right? So do you know Luxury Pigeon as well?
A little.
Yeah.
Been lurking.
Been lurking, gotcha. Yeah, we played Chained Together as a 4 not too long ago. Funny guy. Great guy. One of my favorites. Yeah. All good. Go follow. Everybody follow each other. You're all good people. Luxury who? Oh no, Azrael, I've already forgotten. But hello, it's lovely to have you here. Nice to meet you.
Well, since I woke up. So anyway, between 2 weeks ago and 2 centuries ago.
See you so much already. Would be a shame if the two of you were to become friends.
I think she said back. Scottish.
Huh?
Huh?
Anyway, see ya.
Okay, thank God she's gone. She was killing me. That was quick.
Indeed.
I guess a woman's age know what she wants.
Oh, for God's sake. No! Close the doors. We're closed, Hex. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Hello.
It's not morning though.
It's not morning. It's nowhere near morning. You may have to take this one as well, I'm afraid.
Me that is so bad with voices. Oh god. Okay.
Look, good mythical morning.
Fantastic. It's well past sunset, Hex.
That might be true, but it's still...
Morning somewhere, I know.
You got it. But today, I'm not here to talk with you about primordial magic. Today, we're going to celebrate my sister.
Oh!
Okay. Greetings, everyone.
Come on in.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Scully.
Jade.
This is a very full bar we've got ourselves.
You can call me Hex, and this is Grace, my little sister. Yes, I know, she's taller than me. You can't keep it to yourself. We're here to celebrate, not to roast, though some fire might be fun.
No fireballs inside, Hexagon.
If you insist, our fireless party it is then.
My bones are aching for a party. I haven't attended one in what feels like an eternity. What's the occasion?
My wonderful talented sister supposedly defeated her wizard doctoral thesis today. She can now call herself an actual full-blown Selenite witch.
Selenite? Selenite?
Selenite, yeah,
Probably selenite.
Sorry, I'm
Hey, hard to pronounce words. It's fine.
It's not that special, honestly.
I beg to differ. There's a majorly big deal. Congrats.
I must congratulate you as well. Quite an outstanding achievement indeed.
You're very sweet, thank you.
I have to agree with everyone. You should be proud of yourself. Hello, Gormless. Hello, Tempestus. Welcome in, the two of you. Welcome to the tavern. If you'd like a drink, we can make you something. Probably it will have some of the world's hottest chilies in it. Just as a forewarning. Or like an entire D20 dice. So don't choke on that.
Or feathers. Don't forget the feathers.
Yeah, could be feathers too. How about a drink on the house to celebrate your graduation?
X already told me that you're a real magical connoisseur. I would love to taste one of your creations, Innkeeper. But I don't know what to pick. Could you recommend something to me?
Of course. How about a drink for your wits? Your brain must be tired after debating your professors all day.
That sounds lovely. My brain could use a little pick-me-up.
Going right up. We've met so many brand new characters today. It's been exhausting. Okay. Need brain juice? Brain juice. Who's got some brain juice for us? Peak Sunrise? Okay. Sure. Nope, a little bit more. And then 2 drops of this. And a little bit of this.
My, this is delightful.
See? Told you. He definitely knows his craft. Say, Innkeeper, do you have PhD in mixology by any chance?
Last time I checked, no. But I do have a lot of experience. Took me a while to get the hang of it.
I can tell. Your drinks are really tasty. I could easily go for another round of debating right now.
Is anyone else up for a drink?
Nah, not yet.
I thought Jade was leaving.
Yeah, I'm still energized from earlier.
Scully?
Yeah, weren't you leaving?
Yeah, you liar. Get out of here. Scully, Hex, what about you two?
I'm good. I don't want to steal the show today.
I would love a refreshment for these old bones, actually. Perhaps something that'll bring back the charm of the old days.
At your service.
Drinks.
The charm of the old days. Okay, Sunny Breeze. I don't know if you can tell, but Scully's voice was created entirely because of their mustache. That's the wrong... When a character has a mustache as glorious as Scully does, you don't need anything else.
You just kind of mumble through your sentences.
Like you're talking through a really thick mustache. There we go.
Yeah, I need to practice my voices.
You're doing great. Really saving my ass. Here you go, a drink for the charming gentleman.
Oh, what a lovely taste. It warms my bones inside and out.
Should I be worried?
Maybe it's an undead thing.
Well, theoretically, it should be possible for a magical drink to warm one's bone. You just need...
So, he's made up this word. This isn't a real word.
Theopatrically.
Yeah. It's-
Oh, Cleopatra, what? Can Hex, you and I need to have a talk.
Theo-
Theopatrically, it should be possible for a magical drink to warm one's bone. You just need.
You and your wild dreams, Hexie. Maybe leave those experiments to someone with an actual laboratory for once.
Ah, all that talk about studying at degrees bring back so many old memories. I also was a scholar once. I spent my life as an archivist at the Gaian Everbloom Archives, to be precise. Before my, well, supposedly eternal slumber.
I've read a lot about the old archivists, but I've never had the chance to talk to one.
Obviously, they're all dead.
All of them.
Yes. The archives were destroyed ages ago. They're mostly a myth now.
Oh, I don't think he knew that.
Oh, that's quite sad. A lot of knowledge must have gone lost with them.
I guess so.
If you wouldn't mind, Scully, I'd love to hear more about them. Maybe we can revive some of that old knowledge.
It would be my pleasure, but sadly, I cannot remember much of my research. All those years below ground and without sunlight don't seem to have been good for my memory. It's been a few centuries since I've been alive, so I'm not even sure where one would find the archives nowadays. Or their ruins, rather.
Like, who you needed, technically, isn't he exactly who we need to ask for what those two wanted before? The
Yeah?
archive?
Yeah? That's true.
Clive and her. The Clay and her.
Yeah, it's Clay and
Mel.
Tia?
Yeah, Tia, yeah.
Damn. What about the environment surrounding them? Maybe that could help.
A little, I believe. I might have even woken up close by. My early memories as a skeleton are quite hazy. During my lifetime, the archives were located deep underground. Gaia's lively blessings were juxtaposed with a hostile and lifeless mountain range. They were surrounded by nothing but rocks and boulders, as sharp as talons and fangs. Even if you made it out of the mountains, you'd be greeted by either dry steppes or a poisonous lake. The liquid in that lake would singe the meat right off your bones. I knew someone that fell into the lake once. I remember it as if it were yesterday.
Oh. Well, it sounds like not the best place to build an important archive stronghold.
I wouldn't necessarily agree. They say the books and scrolls of the Mayhaden archives contains all the mysteries of our world and the realms that surround us. Of course you have to protect that knowledge. Would be a shame if someone... anyways. I think I know place Scully's talking about.
Oh?
It sounds like the gravel mac. Sharp rocks next to a poisonous lake. There's no way a location like that exists twice. On this plane at least. Or else I would have heard of it.
I would recommend going there. I bet it's exceptionally dusty after all these years.
But think about all those hidden treasures. Knowledge left untouched for millennia.
That sounds a little too ambitious, even for you.
Fine. Your delicate wizard sensibility wouldn't last a day in the gravel mac anyways. Oh, and you would? Who can say? Anyways, I gotta go now. Shared enough secrets of trade today already.
Thank you for your reluctant service. Okay, one down.
Bye-bye, Yade.
What a lovely young lady. She would have made for a great archivist.
And the grumpy one.
I'm sure she just had a long day. As have I, honestly.
Gambling.
I'm very tired.
I'm absolutely sure of that. You should take care of yourself, yeah. Right? Or does that seem rude?
Yeah. No. Taking care of yourself is good.
Okay. You seem like the kind of person that does things very thoroughly. But you should still try to relax for a few days. Whoops!
I agree. Getting your PhD is a major accomplishment.
It's nothing really. I spent a lot of time researching. Defending my thesis was a mere formality.
Scully's and my point still stands, and I'm sure your brother would agree with us.
Absolutely.
You're all very kind. I really appreciate it. How about we call it a day? It's already getting late. Yes, please.
A splendid idea, as I would expect from a witch like you.
Seems. Hope you get to enjoy the rest of your evening, innkeeper.
I will, theopractically. Fuck, I will, theopractically. Oh, we
There you
did
go.
it! We did it! Oh, gosh. Those were some characters. Okay. Looks like we got 3 blue. And, yeah, nothing else. So, let's read this. The capital is wrapped in roots protected by the divine, according to a myth as ancient as time. These are the roots of the Aether tree. No. Actually, hold on. Usual amount of undead seem to be haunting the west. Undead snails are being cursed, or accused of eating crops. This apparently poses a problem. Actually, these 3 things don't seem connected. A crash of spinal rhinos collapsed a canal bridge connecting Dyria to the mainland, spawning the worst thing of all, budget discussions. Is that really it? No, okay. That can't be it. I thought they did it based on color, but this is the first time where I don't think they have.
We have the Everbloom on that grey one. And that's the archives too.
Yeah,
So we have 2 of those.
It's gotta be the archives, right? Because then Tia said that she
Yeah.
wanted to do that in the morning.
Yeah.
So the Maiden Archives once held the infinite knowledge of the cosmos. The guy in Everbloom could hide answers. No one is quite ready. No. No.
That one.
Deep within the gravel mag hide
Yeah.
long lost treasures. Oh yes. Terrifying bleak stalkers, though the verdict is still out on their cuteness level. Good night, Azrael.
And then you have a grey one. That one is also about the
Yeah, gravel, good spot. The fabled Everbloom archives are located deep within the gravel mag at lifeless, dangerous mountain range. That's definitely it. Well done. Raiders of the Lost Archives. Very good. Lost Maiden Everbloom archives are said to offer infinite knowledge to anyone who with unanswered questions. Its ruins lie deep within the gravel mag, a dangerous and lifeless mountain range that even seasoned adventurers try to avoid. If that wasn't enough, the mountains are also said to be haunted by nightmarish bleak stalkers. Let's just hope they don't find abandoned archives cozy and inviting. I was wondering if there was a second one we could make then.
Eating.
Good old Andu. Yay! Okay. I'd save it there. We're nearly 3 hours into this stream. Oof. It's going to take some time to get through this game, I think. Thank you so much, though.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I really appreciate having some help today. Yeah, I destroyed my voice. I don't know about you. I don't know how you're feeling.
Well, I didn't have to do a lot of voices like you.
Well, if you weren't here, though, I would have had to have done all of them. I don't think I would have even finished a single day. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun. Hopefully it wasn't too uncomfortable for you, I guess, to voice act characters.
No.
Cool.
No.
All right.
It was
Well-
fine. It was fun.
In that case, let's find someone to raid out to, shall we? Seeing as we've gotten so many raids today already. Let's see here. Do you have anyone to raid?
You don't have anyone?
I have people that I'd like to, pass the buck off to you as our guest star of the evening. If
I
you
don't
have
know.
any recommendations.
I don't have that many online right now.
If not, that's okay. I do have people that I will raid.
I can do next time if there's a next time.
If you'd like
will
there to be
figure
a
it out.
next time, I will happily have you on again, if you'd like to. Okay, let's go say hello to Nishi, a Zydrate Heaven, who's doing Learn Japanese to Survive, Hiragana Battle. I guess is a typing game? Unsure. We'll find out together. Let's go say hello. So yeah, thanks everybody. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of the... Oh, it's a visual novel. Anyway, appreciate all the raids and just the time that you spent with us. I'll see you next week for more Talent. Ta-ta for now.